All right, let's just get right into it. Do you ever catch yourself replaying conversations in your head, way after they're over? I mean, you're not just remembering them, you're rewinding, you're zooming in on every little detail. If that sounds like you, then stick with me, because what you're about to see is that this isn't some kind of flaw. It's actually a sign of something much, much deeper. And honestly, pretty rare.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Most people, they walk away from a conversation and their mind just moves on. But yours doesn't. You remember the exact words, the tone, that tiny little hesitation. So let's explore why that is. Turns out psychology has some pretty amazing answers, and it's not some random glitch in your system.
So, first things first, we have to completely reframe this whole experience. I'm willing to bet that for years you've probably been told the same thing, right? Oh, you're just overthinking it, or you need to just let it go. Well, we're going to look at this through a completely different lens.
This right here is the big idea. Your mind isn't stuck. It's just working on a higher setting. Think of it like a higher-resolution camera. You're capturing deeper layers of communication that most people's standard deaf brains completely miss. This isn't about being obsessive. It's about depth.
And it gets even more interesting because it turns out not all conversation replays are the same. Not at all. To really get what your brain is doing, we have to figure out which of the three distinct types you're actually experiencing. Because knowing the type, well, that changes everything.
Okay, so let's break this down. First up, you've got what's called processing replay. This is the healthy one. It's driven by a need for meaning. You replay it, you get some clarity, and then you move on. Then there's threat replay. Now this one feels heavy, anxious. It's your brain scanning for danger, rejection, criticism. It's trying to protect you. And finally, there's rumination replay. And this one's the trap. It's where you just rewind and replay, judging yourself over and over, but you're not getting any new insight. So one brings clarity, one tries to keep you safe, and one just keeps you stuck.
So just take a second here and think about it. When your mind gets caught in that loop, what is its real goal? Is it trying to learn something? Is it trying to keep you safe? Or is it just beating you up? Knowing the answer to that question is really the first step toward getting some control back. All right, now we're getting to the heart of it. If you're someone who does this, there's a really good chance it's tied to a pretty rare combination of traits. So let's walk through the 7 key signs that reveal what's really going on under the surface.
First up, high social monitoring. Think about it. While other people are just hearing the words, you're picking up on, everything else. The little shift in energy, the smile that doesn't quite reach their eyes, that tiny pause. And here's the kicker. Your brain isn't done processing just because the conversation ended. Oh no. It's still analyzing all that deeper data, and that's why the replay happens.
Next, we have deep emotional processing. You don't just hear a conversation, you feel it. This is often linked to what psychologists call sensory processing sensitivity. You literally absorb the emotional atmosphere of the room. So even a simple little chat can stay in your system for hours because your mind is still processing the emotional wake it left behind.
And that leads us right to the next trait, social forecasting. See, your brain isn't just reviewing the past, it's actively trying to predict the future. It scans that conversation for patterns, compares it to thousands of past experiences, and runs simulations. It's basically asking, okay, based on this, what's going to happen next time? It's a highly strategic process your mind uses to try and reduce uncertainty.
Trait number 4 is high metacognition. This is a big one. You're not just analyzing them, you're analyzing yourself. How did I come across? Was my tone weird? This is a really high form of self-awareness, and it's tied to emotional intelligence. But, and this is a big but, self-awareness without self-compassion can easily turn into self-judgment. It's a huge strength. Just make sure it's guiding you, not attacking you. Now let's go a layer deeper. Hypervigilance. For a lot of people, replaying conversations isn't just a mental habit. It's a full-on nervous system response. Your body has learned, somewhere along the way, that social situations can be emotionally dangerous, so it stays on high alert, constantly scanning for any sign of rejection or criticism. This isn't a flaw in your character. It's a survival strategy your system learned, and the good news is it can be soothed.
Trait number 6 is a really fascinating one, a strong verbal memory. Most people, they remember the gist of a conversation. You remember the specific words, the exact phrasing, the emphasis they put on a single syllable that changed the entire meaning. Your brain processes language with incredible precision. And while, it can feel like a burden, it's also the foundation for some seriously powerful communication skills.
And finally, the trait that explains why that replay loop can feel so relentless. It's a deep need for relational clarity. You just can't stand mixed signals or that feeling of unspoken tension. When something feels off, your mind will circle back again and again, hunting for clues to explain it. This isn't you being dramatic. This is your attachment intelligence trying to protect you from emotional surprises.
So, okay, now that we understand the why, what in the world do we do about it? Well, the goal isn't to stop replaying conversations altogether. That's not realistic. The goal is to turn this deep processing from a source of suffering into a source of wisdom. Let's look at how we can actually do that.
Here is your 3-tool upgrade. First, the 3-question reset. Ask yourself, 1, what are the literal facts? 2, what's the story I'm telling myself about those facts? And 3, what do I actually need right now? Second tool, the neutral assumption rule. If you don't have enough evidence, don't automatically jump to the worst-case scenario. Just choose neutral for now. And third, the 1-sentence clarity check. With someone you trust, just ask, hey, just checking in, did anything feel off earlier? That one simple sentence can save you days of replay.
Okay, let's bring all this home. We've reframed overthinking, we've identified the 3 types of replay, and we've explored those 7 rare traits behind it all. Now there's one core idea that I really want you to walk away with.
This is the ultimate truth of it all. Your ability to process so deeply, to feel so intensely, to notice what everybody else misses. That is not a weakness you need to fix. It is a strength. And when you learn how to guide it, it becomes a gift, not a cage.
So this deep processing system of yours, it isn't a burden. It's the very thing that allows you to connect, to empathize, and to understand people on a level that most will never, ever reach. So the final question is, now that you understand the power you're holding, how are you going to direct it?